everyone. Welcome to Current Exposure. I am Shakima K. As always, we have a special guest with us this evening to discuss a very special topic that is often ignored and treated as if something that will take care of itself. But when things happen and there's a loss of life, it doesn't take care of itself. So I'm going to bring on Patricia Sanders, who's going to talk to us about the importance of wills. She's a small business specialist. Hello, Patricia. Welcome. How are you? Can you hear me? Oh, you seem to be frozen. Hello? Patricia. Oh, I think Patricia is frozen. But let me make sure. Let me do some checking. We may have some technical difficulties. Are you there? Uh oh. Let's see. Hello, Patricia. Can you hear me? We lost you. We don't have any sound. Are you on with us? We can see you, but we can't hear you. Let's see. Hold on. But people, feel free to get into the comments about the topic. Also, you can call in 973-963-5012. Hello, Patricia. Okay, we lost Patricia, but don't worry, she'll be back on. We'll get her back on. We will get her back on. Give me a second. Calling her. All right. We got the line set up, ready to go for people to call in, share your insight. Okay, George, I'm very low. How about now? Am I a little bit louder? Am I louder, George? George couldn't hear me. Are you still there, George? Let me know if you can hear me. We got the line on. Yes, we are open to receive calls. Much better? Okay. All right. Turn those levels up. Thank you, George. But I have a specialist, a small business specialist. I'm trying to get her back on. Let's see. So that she can join us and talk to us about the importance of wills, because everybody thinks this is a situation that's going to take care of itself when someone passes away. People act or live as if everything is going to fall into place, but in actuality, what ends up happening is people start fighting over who's responsible for what, who gets what, and it becomes a big mess, all because there was no will. And the people who pass on and have a will is less headaches and hassle for the family to deal with, and whoever is bitter about whatever, that's their personal business, but the will is what it is. So let me see if we could get Patricia back on. Let me give her a call. Let's see if we could get her back on. Bear with us, folks. This is how it works live when I don't have the people here with me. I'm trying to get Patricia back on with us because I don't really know what to tell you about wills except for the fact that you need to have one, and there's many opportunities of getting one. Patricia Sanders. I'm sorry. Okay, I can't get Patricia on. Okay, I've seemed to have lost her. And I'm just texting her now. So I can get her back on so we can have this discussion that we need to have. She's having technical difficulties. Bear with us, folks. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. We got you back. Welcome back. Oh, all right. You're into the studio. We see you, but we can't hear you. Okay. Can you hear me? Yes? No? Can we get a thumbs up if you can hear me? All right. Let me see. Okay. You're kind of frozen there. You ready to jump in? All right. There you go. We're live. Current exposure.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. How are you?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I started
See
things off,
you.
told people why you were here to talk to us about wills. Let me see. We got some okay, George said he can see you now. Do you have only one window
Okay.
open? You just have one window open? Just us? George is welcoming you. Yeah, all you need is just one window, just us. Because if you have multiple
I
tabs or
see you
windows
on the
open,
left. There's something
there
down
you
here on
go.
the left.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get rid of whatever. Where it says you're in the show.
Yeah, we want to keep you in the show.
Age unresponsive. Oh, come on.
We can hear you, though. We can hear you loud and clear. Oh, we see you too.
Okay,
Moving.
we're going to.
There we go. Sound is perfect.
Okay, are we good now?
Yes, we are.
Are we? Yes?
Yes. Thumbs up.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank you for inviting me to Current Exposure. I'm going to be okay. Woo. Okay. I'm going to share information that we really don't like to talk about, and it's all about this up. And it says wills don't kill. They're love letters. And I'm going to jump all around, but I'm going to pull it all together. Um, we all know when we were born, but not one of us know when we're leaving. October is National Estate Planning Month, and that's why I really want to share this with you. Now, get us started, here's some names some of you may or may not know. Aretha Franklin, Hendrix, Michael Jackson, much less than you might have wanted your people to receive. Okay, we're back. Okay. Now, Aretha Franklin had $60 million in that last report. When they settled, she had one house and $16 million. Michael Jackson didn't have a
Wow.
will and he had children. Without a will, his children became wards of the state. Now,
Mm.
Grandma Jackson had money, so she was able to snatch them back out before children. Now, this is just two examples of how not having a will affects. Now, I'm going to give you some statistics.
Okay.
More than 77% of black families, 82%
Okay.
of Hispanics, of Asian.
Oh, what happened? We lost Patricia again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We lost her again. Let me see if we can get her on the line. Hello, we lost you again.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get it. All right, it popped up again. If we discontinue one more time, I'm gonna do it on the phone.
Okay, so what are you plugged into your internet? Wait,
Yeah,
let me
internet.
gotcha. I hung up because it was getting an echo.
Yes.
Are you on Wi-Fi? Are you on Wi?
Okay.
Hold on, let me see. It
All
might
right.
be me. Let me see.
I'm on whatever this laptop works on.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna try it again. If not, I'm gonna come back on the phone.
Okay. Okay. You got the phone line number, right? Yeah, you got it.
Do you
Let's
have me?
see.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. So we can see you, but you were
If
going
if
in
we
and
pop
out.
out one more, we pop out.
Do you have the wire,
Hear me.
the Wi-Fi wire plugged into your laptop?
What about now? Is it consistent
Yeah,
now?
it is.
This is on the I'm on my
Okay. Do you have the actual wire? Looks like kind of like a old telephone plug, but a little bit bigger. I'm gonna show you. I'll show you what it looks like. This right here. Do you have this plugged in?
Yep.
Ethernet, because that gives you like the strongest connection. Let me see what's going on here. We're having technical difficulties. Let's see. Let's try this test. Let's see. Oh man. Uh, okay. All right. We lost Patricia. Let me see if we could get on the line. Oh, okay. There we go.
Okay, I'm
Oh, okay. And you're super clear too.
oh, this is cell phone. I have no understanding why, but okay.
Oh wow. Is that an iPhone or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you are way clearer than you were on the laptop. And we can hear you. Everything is great.
Okay. All right. Come on, phone. Come on. Come on. Come on.
See,
Okay.
all right, could you take us from the top because you were talking about Aretha Franklin, Michael Jackson,
Oh,
but then
oh,
it was
oh.
going in and out, and then you gave us some very, very
This
scary
is
statistics, but I don't know if people heard you.
okay. I'm going to go back. Da, 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 da.
I know
All
you
right.
hit us with Wills Don't Kill,
Yep,
their
that was
love
my
letters.
wills don't kill. They are love letters.
There we go. Wow.
Okay. Um, the names: Aretha Franklin, Prince, Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix, Michael Jackson, Tupac, and Chadwick Boseman.
Tupac too?
Tupac too. He didn't have one either. Okay.
Oh man, he didn't leave Jada Pinkett Smith nothing.
That might be why she wrote that book. No, let me stop. Let me stop. Okay. Aretha Franklin, she had two wills, two paper wills, and those are called holographic wills. Now what happens? She was divorced,
Mm-hmm.
didn't leave a will or a trust, and the courts were the people that had to decide what her four sons would get. And at the last report, she went from 60 million to one house and $16 million. Okay.
Wow.
Michael Jackson didn't have a will. He had children, and believe it or not, his children became wards of the state because he didn't have one. Now, the thing,
Blanket? Hold on, we have a Michael Jackson fan. Hey, Shakisha Thomas. Did you know that Blanket became a ward of the state because Michael Jackson didn't have a will? I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, no, no. And the only reason they didn't spend time is because Grandma Jackson had money, and she was able to get her lawyer to scoop them in and circumvent all that, and they became wards to her. Um,
Wow. So that's how she got the kids.
she had to go to court. Okay, now that
Wow.
that that was just two examples of how the will not having affects family. Now, these are the statistics. 77% of black folks, they don't have wills. 82% of Hispanics don't have wills. 67% of Asians don't have wills, and 61% of whites, they don't have wills either. Now, I work with a company that makes sure.
Time out.
Yes.
Those are like those numbers should be the other way around.
No, because usually what your statistics tell you are what people with money,
Right.
okay, people with money inherited. Yeah, and
Right.
they have wills because they once they come out the womb, they're
Wow.
added. They're added.
So we're
Okay,
out here with just everybody's just living without wills, and that's why we're having fights at the funeral.
there you
People
go.
can't get into the ground.
Nope, nope, nope.
Wow. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
This
no.
is so
Oh no, no, no.
interesting.
Now here's some. Okay, here's some funny but true. Uh, these are some quickies on why you need a will. You go over to grandma's house and find out that she got a new young roommate that has taken over her house, her checks, because she said she needed just a little bit of help. You hit the picket. Woo! You trip and fall down as you run home to share it. Okay. But before you left, you signed the back of the ticket. They take you to the hospital, but you can't remember enough to help the people in the emergency room.
Mm.
You and your husband, girlfriend, wife, or significant other have an argument in the morning, and they have to decide what to do when they find out that you hit the picket and you're in the hospital.
Whoa.
And lastly, I want you to close your eyes. If you are driving and listening, don't do this. But if you are situated somewhere, close your eyes.
Okay.
I want you to imagine that you're in the hospital. You're in a
Mm.
hospital bed in your room. You've been there for
Mm-hmm.
a while. And you hear your family talking above you. Ooh, she looks so peaceful.
Mm.
Oh, I wonder if she's not in pain. I wonder if she can hear us. They call your name. They call your name. They call your name. No answer. Well, the doctor walks in because I told you it was more than a day. And you, you didn't answer, you didn't move, you didn't roll your eyes, you didn't open up. And the doctor asks, family, what have you decided? And because you couldn't speak, you couldn't wink, you didn't blink, they decide to pull the plug, turn it off. But in your head, because you're conscious but unable to speak, you're screaming, no! But no one can hear you.
Mm.
And that's because you didn't have a will or you didn't have your health proxy.
Wow.
Okay. Now you're going to get,
Wow.
you need to get your will, your living will, your health care power of attorney. That's your little proxy, and your financial power of attorney. And I'm going to kind of go through each one so that
Mm-hmm.
you'll have an idea. Okay. First of all, probate. That's where the courts, they make a determination of the validity of if you got that paper will,
Yeah.
okay, and if you don't, they decide on everything.
Okay.
All right. So we don't want them to have to be the one to make the decision.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the court who barely has time to handle the court cases that they have now will be responsible for you under the probate
Yes, ma'am.
option.
Yeah.
Now, and nobody wants that
No.
while they're trying to, take their
You got it.
eternal nap. Okay.
Okay. So
Wow.
in the beginning, I was telling you that we call it the will. It's the love packet, and this is what your packet includes. Um, First of all, everybody needs to know what the estate is, and that's everything after taxes and debts. This is why you have a will to make sure that everyone you want to get something gets what you want them to have. So you're not having them screaming fits at the house. You don't have people looking in the casket going, Mama said that was my necklace.
Right.
Or Mama didn't want to be buried in that black dress. She really said such and such.
Yes.
Okay. But it's not. Worst case scenario, um, didn't want to be buried.
Wow.
Obviously, let's if they're Muslim,
Yes.
they don't
That,
have, so
I
you're
was about to
gonna
bring
have,
that up
okay,
because that happened in my family where there was a conflict of whether my relative wanted a Muslim burial or a Christian burial.
okay.
And
And
that was a tense, heated situation.
right.
And,
They
you
have a
know,
whole different thing, and laying out in the coffin is not their option. So you
right.
want to get rid of that right from the beginning. Okay.
Mm,
Your will. Your will is a document that provides who receives what, who tells everybody else what to do with your estate, who will be the guardian of your children, who gets
wow.
to take care of your pets. Because some
Wow.
of us do have pets that just about all sit at the table, foot of the bed. Okay, people haven't thought about that. And if you don't have it written down, guess what?
The cat is gonna be in the street or
There you
at the
go.
shelter. Wow.
Yep. And everything that you want dispersed. And what that just means is who gets what of your stuff. So
Mm.
people sometimes say, I don't have anything. You don't know that. And this is a true example.
Those flat screen TVs, those 80-inch TVs.
Oh, wait a minute. And if you're a cook, a seasoned
Oh, wow.
iron
Oh,
fry pan.
mm.
My nana died. She had three. By the time we got there, they were gone.
Wow.
Okay, we were coming over to gone. All right, and if you're
Wow.
a baker, you know some of them pans. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
we ain't gonna
yeah.
talk about the silverware.
Oh no, they took the silverware too because there was no will.
Okay, now all the time you were saying, I want this," but if you don't put it down, it doesn't happen. I really want to go into this next part, which is guardianship. Okay,
Okay.
uh, this person is who's gonna take care of your children up
Mm-hmm.
to the age of 18. Now, in some states, and you would have to check with your lawyer, only a biological parent can be the guardian of your minor children in the event of one parent's death. So that's something
Okay.
you would have to talk about with your lawyer in your state.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really important that you have in your will who you want to take care of your children. We have a member that didn't get her will done in time. She kind of fluffed it off.
Mm.
And when she died, suddenly her daughter ended up with the father that the mother had left because he was no good.
Wow.
But he was the only one. He was a blood relative. There was no will. And the courts favored in the father.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I talked with somebody the other day and she was telling me, oh, my sister. Okay, guess what?
Mm.
But your sister is not in the will and she's not the guardian. Guess what? She's going to have to go to court. The kids are still going to become wards of the state and you then eventually will get them. But why do you want to put anybody through that?
Right.
Okay. Um, your living will. This is a document that tells you if I get sick, what I want done. All right.
Mm.
I want to be put on life support. I don't want to be put on life support. And it's instructions for the doctor. I want to be incubated. I want the tube down because you might find the cure. Okay.
Wow.
Now, that's your living will. And when you go into the hospital, and even some doctor's offices might ask you if you have a living will. Once we finish this, you will. And you want to have it because it's helpful uh, to any doctor, nurse that's dealing with you. Okay. So if you've been through the hospital emergency, they always ask you, do you have a living will? And
Oh.
most of the time we just say yeah, and they just accept it. Okay.
Wow.
Now the next thing you get and you need is your health care power of attorney. That's the legal person. There is somebody that you know they're not going to give into emotion. They're going to follow your wishes. Okay? It needs to be somebody trustworthy that's got your back, that my ride or die.
Right.
My ride or die knows. Don't pull the plug until the brain is dead and they don't bring a cure. I
Wow.
know for a fact she will because she did it for her father.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I know my ride and die is not gonna let them, look, we need a bed. Okay, sorry. Move her down the hall. but we're not pulling the plug yet. And that is why it's really, you really, really need to make the person who has that
Wow.
authority somebody who you can trust and knows your
Mm-hmm.
wishes. The next thing you need is a financial power of attorney. And the reason why you need somebody for this is if you're in the hospital, if something happens where you can no longer take care of your rent, your taxes, if you still get cash deposit checks mailed to you
Right.
and they need to
Right.
put in the bank, this is the person that would take and do that for you. All right. So
Wow. Oh man.
once again, it don't need to be
Mm.
any crackhead. Not going.
Right. Yeah.
You better make sure they they didn't have a drinking problem and they
Oh
wasn't
man.
poor. Okay,
Right.
you need somebody very serious, and that their life is not jacked up. So
Mm-hmm.
that they're not taking this money that you've allocated for such and such to take care of their bills. All right.
Wow.
Pa, 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 pa. Let me.
Now, what do you say to young people that are like, "Oh, I don't need a will. That's for older people. That's like
Oh, let me
in
tell
their 40s and up or
you.
whatever."
COVID has become
Uh-huh.
an equalizer. If you think being old was the norm, I know teenagers, I know babies, I
Mhm.
know young people. We buried so many young people. It's not. What do you mean? What do you mean? 20 and gone, 21 and gone, and now
Wow.
COVID. If you will look at the statistics, the young people now, for women, they have now lowered breast mammograms now to like 30 because they're having more cases of breast cancer. And with guys, they didn't have
Mm.
to have that prostate until they were like 50. Well, last week on medical, they are now telling them they need to go in early. So guess what? You being young is
Mm.
no longer excuse.
Right.
You have a job, you have a car, you have some money, you got that big screen TV.
Yeah.
Okay, guess what? That is valuable and you want somebody to have. You don't want them to take it and put it out on the curb. Or,
They're gonna put that in their house. They're
okay,
gonna take
or,
it in
or worse
and
yet,
nobody's gonna know where it went.
when they come to clean out your apartment or the room you were sharing,
Right. It's going to grow
if you think
legs and
they're going
walk
to give
off.
it, if you think they're giving it to the Salvation Army, you're crazy.
Right. Absolutely. I've seen this happen and I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
The
It's like
okay,
robbing the dead. But I don't think that's a crime because the victim can't defend themselves. And nobody knows anything what happens to any of the stuff.
no. You go out to party. All right. Oh, okay. And well, she wasn't partying. She went to Panera. She had a heart condition and she had the souped up lemonade.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, she died. All right. We don't know what she had. She doesn't. Okay, if she had something in place, this money, if I have it in my will, if I die of some unforeseen reasons,
Right.
then I want it to go here, here, and there.
Wow.
Now, I have a member that she has no children and she loves dogs. And when she dies, the dogs will have a house and perpetual perpetuity until every one of them mutts die. They're living their best life.
How can that be possible? Like, who's taking care of them? Is she designating somebody?
Yep. Yes, yes. This is the beauty of a will.
Wow. Wow. So she's like, forget humans. Everything is going to my pets, and that's legal. That's
Yep. Um,
mm,
yes, there's a fashion designer who just passed, and he left the money to his cat.
the cat.
The cat. If
Is
you
that cat we see in that meme on Instagram driving around? Is that the cat? Because I was.
okay,
That's a rich cat.
at the Met Gala,
Wow.
um, they mentioned that the cat would not be in attendance.
Why?
Who knows? Whoever's taking care of
Wait
the
a minute. So the cat decided he wasn't going to.
cat, okay? So whomever is taking care of the cat, Aiden wanted to make sure that the cat didn't get hurt, didn't die, because the money that person is being paid to take care of that cat. Nah.
Wow.
Okay. So
Wow.
it's like it's that serious. Okay. So if you whatever, if you got it written,
Man.
if it's
And
not, if it's in your will,
and you're right. People don't have an excuse really now. If someone can will everything to their cat and dog, come on. People have to get it together and have things in place for their children.
and for their loved ones. Okay, if
Yeah.
you don't have any children, do you have a significant other?
Right.
Do you your mom? We don't know in the order. Way back in the old days, your parents outlived you. Your aunties and all they outlived you.
Wow.
But nowadays, we are burying youngsters and teenagers and young adults.
Right.
Okay, they're going to work. Okay, they don't come home from work. Oh my God, what
Yeah.
do we do? Okay, but if they taking care of it, and we don't have to worry about that.
Wow.
Okay, so now we're gonna go into why a lot of people don't have wills. Okay, I searched around, and the lowest I could find a will, just the will, basic, no icing, no nothing, was $300.
Wow.
Your the base price for in Jersey for wills are anywhere from 500 to $1,000. That's just your will. We're not talking
But what
any
if you write something up yourself?
okay, but then you need to make sure. Yeah, people are writing stuff up, but did you specify? Okay, even when you're writing it up, they still some of the places tell you have it looked over by a lawyer.
Right.
Have you put the so and so's in? Okay,
Right.
this is why I work with this company. I love it because you can get a will done and so much more for just $1 a day. You're going to get your will, your living will, your healthcare power of attorney, and your financial power of attorney. And along with that, you're going to get access to the law firm 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. If you got
Mm-hmm.
an emergency, you will be able to contact a lawyer 24/7, 365 days a year.
Mm.
Okay, I used it. I bumped the car on the parkway, 10 o'clock at night.
Uh-huh.
Tried to call the local police. They wouldn't pick up. I remembered. Oh wait. I got an app. You have the phone.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I forgot the phone. I'm on the phone. I forgot. I'm like, where am I? Okay, grab the phone. Hit emergency. What
Uh-huh.
came on? How are you? What's wrong? Told him. He said, I want you to three-way and I want you to call the troopers. Troopers got
Ooh.
there less than 2 minutes. Now I had
Mm.
already gone around her car with my flashlight.
Right.
See anything? This trooper got this. He had a flashlight, like
Mm.
you could see your tonsils. This is how bright it was. He
Wow.
he went around her car and he told her, "Get the car washed in the morning." And then, to be fair, we exchanged papers.
Uh-huh.
She drove off. Trooper drove off. I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm just looking, and the lawyer says to me, Miss Sanders, is everything okay?" I said, "Yeah, the car's." He said, "What about the trooper?" I said, "Gone." He said, "Get back in your car. Have a good evening." 10 o'clock at night. Okay. Emergencies. Uh,
Wow.
you got the emergencies with the children, like somebody who was angry with you and called DIFUS and said they heard all this about your children.
Right.
Uh, you're going to hit that app. They will tell you the things because they have all your facts. They're going to tell you what to say to chase them away. And in the morning, you can take care of it.
Okay.
They'll make letters and calls on your behalf. They'll decide. You don't. I bought this. It broke. I call. They tell me, "I'm sorry, but you're one day over." No, 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to your supervisor. In a minute, the same person, different voice. "Yes, I'm the supervisor. Sorry." Okay. Stop it. You can now say, "Okay, thank you." Pick up your phone, call the lawyer. They'll ask you for X, Y, or Z. They will tell you either we can make a phone call or they'll make a letter and they'll send it to the same person.
Okay.
And for some reason, when they send a letter, it makes a difference, and
Okay.
you get a different response.
Yeah, it definitely does. When an attorney sends out a letter,
Yep.
man, you
Uh,
you get the response that you should have gotten in the first place.
you got it. You got it. Let me see what else. Oh, they'll go over contracts and documents. Like from now on, you're not gonna sign anything that you do not have. You send it into. You buy a car,
Right.
use the new. You send it in, and you let them look at it because what they
Oh, I
okay.
didn't know that part.
Oh yeah,
So this is for the people who keep ending up in car payment situations where they're paying $700 for a 2001 Camry.
that okay. Now,
700 a month.
okay, no, they needed to have sent that in first.
Mm-hmm.
Lawyers decide, okay, why so much, whatnot, and let me. I'm not a lawyer, but
Right.
yeah, no, you need to send that in and have a little sidebar with your attorney.
Right.
All right, and then decide. Okay, uh,
Exactly. And
uh,
then the thing starts breaking down 6 months later, and then they're telling you you still owe the balance on the debt.
and it might be that it fell in the lemon law. Now you would,
Right.
okay, but if you take and your lawyer goes through your paperwork and finds out X, Y, and Z, you might have a different outcome. Uh,
Right.
some other stuff that comes with this, you get trial defense representation as a respondent and defendant in a covered civil action suit. You get IRS audit assistance. Like if they
Mm.
find something funky on and they want to, you're going to call. You'll get a lawyer that deals with the IRS. They're going to go over everything that needs to be. Most times you will just be able to hand papers, and if not, they'll represent you.
Okay.
All right, traffic assistance. Okay, for those folks that drive like they don't see the speed, we
That's
don't
like
get.
that cat out there driving.
Okay, okay, we don't we don't fix tickets, but what they do is keep the points off of your record, and that
Okay.
keeps your insurance down. The other good thing is they're represented in all 50 states. So if you drive out of state and get a ticket, you
Mm-hmm.
go back. They will represent you.
Oh, really? So if you're in Georgia
Yes,
but
ma'am.
visiting family, but you're from New Jersey, you get a ticket, they handle all that.
Yep. And
Wow.
the only thing you're going to pay is your court fee, because nobody gets away with the court fee. And
Okay.
bam. Okay.
Wow.
That's a help. Um, and anything else, like you get pulled over and you forgot to lock the gun up, or
Mm.
somebody was sitting there with some drugs and
Whoa.
some crazy stuff. Guess what?
Right. Right.
They will still represent you. You're just going to get a preferred discount.
Okay. Gotcha.
Will be full price ever again. Okay.
Gotcha.
All of this only costs $29.95 a month,
All
or
right.
if you want to knock it out, $300 a year.
Okay.
Okay, and
Now,
then
now tell us what this company is that you're with.
okay, the company that I'm so proud to be associated with is called Legal Shield.
Okay.
We're a 51-year-old company,
Mm-hmm.
just celebrated 51 years. And just to put some icing on the cake, because we know things, we're like, oh my God, $29. Well, guess what? We have something called member perks. And with member
Okay.
perks, 400 businesses have partnered up with us so that you can get discount on your cell phone. If you're a fixer-upper of your car, AutoZone
Okay.
or Costco's. Well, guess what? My membership only cost me $30 because I got it through member perks.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
So the actual cost is 50, right?
No, the actual cost for Costco is $60. I
Oh, wow.
30.
Wow. Okay.
And if you was a friend of mine and you get sick, you gonna get a edible arrangement because I get a discount.
Wow.
You like,
Nice. That's pretty nice.
okay, you got children, you got sneakers, you just get there and scroll. And all
Mm.
of this is what you get when you get your will, your POA, your all of this. And did I tell you, you're not getting one lawyer? It's a law firm.
Okay.
So when you call up, you're not going to get Mary Smith, Mary Smith, Mary Smith. You're going to get Mary Smith if it's a divorce.
Okay.
Get Joe Barboza if
Uh-huh.
something financial. You
Okay.
get the attorney that you need for your situation.
Oh, okay.
All right. So this is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I've been a member of this since 2009.
Oh, that's quite a while.
Wouldn't be with
2009? So
mm,
you go to like the conferences and all that good stuff that they have.
yes, ma'am. And then go to member perks. I rented the car at Enterprise. Discount.
Oh, wow.
Caught the flight.
You
Discount.
got a discount on your flight too?
Yeah. Member perk. I'm telling you, you get in member perks.
Wow. See, I
Oh,
didn't know that about the flight. I know about the attorneys because I've used some attorneys through Legal Shield and I've gotten, I believe it was 25% off or something. And that makes a difference when you're paying thousands of dollars for an attorney.
oh, let me give you a life experience. Okay. I got a divorce
Uh huh.
and I didn't have Legal Shield. It cost me $10,000.
Woo, 10,000?
If I had had Legal Shield,
Let's do the math.
it'd have been 75 and I'd been able to pocket that 25.
Wow. Hmm.
So that is the deal. We no longer should not have a will. We should not
Right.
have a living will. We should not have a health care power of attorney. And we should not anymore have a financial power of attorney. Okay, this is something. If you love anybody, if you just love yourself, you should have all this taken care of so that God forbid we
Mm.
know what's going to happen today, tonight, tomorrow. It's all taken care of.
Wow. And you know what? You would think this is something you would kind of learn in school, like something basic. It's like up there with knowing about filing taxes and IRS type of stuff. Everybody knows that they have to do that, but wills, it seems like it shouldn't be optional for a person because of all the chaos. And every time someone passes away, it's always drama, like a soap opera.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm honestly, I'm tired of hearing it and seeing it. Like, oh my gosh, please just do a will.
And people, I have seen, oh my gosh, and it's sad. And
Yeah, yeah,
whoever the person is in the family that is in charge, who you always know who's in charge, and it just makes it so much harder, and you're all grieving.
yes, yes. Everybody's grieving, and the body is sitting up there, basically like, don't look at me. This is on the living.
Right. And this is this makes it so much easier. And like I said,
Mm,
you can go out there and you can price it yourself. And
right.
specifications, okay, if you have a special needs child, okay, that would
Oh,
be guardianship, but you would also need to take and have a trust, because if there are special needs, they are going to get a specific check every month, but
mm-hmm.
they are not allowed to have more than $2,000.
Right.
If you don't have a special trust for them, when you die and everybody divides the money up, they're going to take that from their Medicare, they're going to take that from their check.
Wow. And I've
Okay.
even seen stuff like that happen, and I've wondered why people would take advantage of someone
Hmm.
with a disability. Like, oh, they don't need the money, but they do. They still need to, like, groom themselves, buy
Yep.
clothes, buy food, and all that kind of good stuff. They just need assistance.
Yep.
And people just take it and splurge like it's free money. And like they're entitled to it. And of course, the person with the disability
They
can't really advocate for themselves because, they have the disability that they're contending with.
And that is the problem. So when you put all this in your will, you don't have to worry. Your loved one doesn't have to worry. Um, and especially your special needs, okay, they're double duty. Okay. The
Right.
caregiver is gone. And sometimes it's not
Mm.
that, it's grandma, granddad,
Mm-hmm.
auntie, or a good friend. Okay. So now they have to understand they're not here anymore.
Right.
Then the little bit of money that they might get, the state will take that out of their check. Okay, so once that's gone, then we have to go through the whole process again of proving that they don't. Okay,
Right.
we can do away with that by having the will, and for special needs, a trust.
Wow. So, how can people get into your program, well, with your company, so that
Oh,
they can get set up with the will?
okay, you can do it. I can give you, if you're old school and you need a phone number, you can
Let's
get
have it.
you can have my phone number, 973
Okay. I'll put that in the comments.
801 0572, or you can take and what is that? DM me by going to Sanders, Sanders 81 at gmail.com.
Okay. We got your contact info up here. And what was that phone number again? You said 973.
801
Okay.
0572.
Okay. So let's see. I'll put in the comments to get set up with a will
And so much more.
and so much more. Contact. Okay, Patricia Sanders. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here it is right there in the comments. All right, it should have popped up. There we go. Here we go. I'll put it on the screen so people can see it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're very welcome. You can copy down the email and the phone number. Reach out, get that will set up, start writing your love letter. Don't be afraid. This is, what we should be doing. We don't want to be like Michael Jackson and kids are wards of the state. We don't need none of that.
No.
And we don't want to have anybody just laying up there in a casket and everybody's fighting over who gets what instead of getting the body to its destination, whether in the ground, cremation, or whatever. So please, people, reach out. Take this seriously. Seriously. Can we have those statistics again on the numbers of people who don't have a will, so people know this is a serious thing? And I know that they've seen it in their families, they've seen it in their friends' families, and other people that they don't even know.
And I really was surprised because it's 77% of blacks. I really thought it was much higher, but that's high enough. And then
Yeah.
Hispanics are 82%.
Wow.
Okay. And Asians, I'm not being racist, but I really thought that they would be much lower, 67%.
Wow.
I was really surprised that Caucasians, 61% of them don't have their wills done either.
Wow. Wow. People, we are not going to live forever. That's just, the facts of life. So be organized when you leave this earth, if anything.
And just because this is just a heads up, you might think that you don't have anything, but do you realize your clothes will help homeless people? Your jewelry. There is a female organization that helps women get started again. There's
right.
also an organization for men that a basketball player has that helps them get suits, so they can go out and get started and look for jobs.
Right.
And the weather's changed. Well, right now it's like 80, but next week we're gonna be down. Do you know that your blankets, your comforters, your sheets?
Wow. I didn't even think about the comforters.
Okay. Wow. People don't understand. You might think you have nothing, but I know right then and there, everybody, they got some clothes, they have some blankets or sheets, they have. Do you know people that have nothing? That is something.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't even think about the comforters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got people that have designer comforters too. Fendi, Gucci.
All right.
I
And then,
mean, I wouldn't mind one of those.
right. We're going into the
A
handbag.
Gucci Snuggie,
Okay.
nice and warm, especially in the coming weeks. November hits.
Okay. And we're supposed to have a fierce winter. So
I heard, yeah, yeah. We got by last winter. So I hope people take this seriously. Please get set up with the will and so much more. Contact Patricia Sanders. The email address is thesanders81@gmail.com. Her phone number is 973-801-0572. And do you have anything else you want to add? I think we got like Michael Jackson on a sample.
nope, that's it. I just pray that the young people, I know y'all all really believe that y'all gonna live forever.
Mm-hmm.
All take it serious. And us older ones, now we know better, we should do better, and now you can.
Absolutely. All right, people. I mean, I don't have anything much more to say. This has been Current Exposure. I've had a great time. Thank you, Patricia, for coming on and joining us and giving us that insight on wills. We appreciate you. We hope to have you back on if you have time and you can go over this again and remind people. This is a serious deal.
I
And
would be, first of all, thank you. And I would be honored. And yes, you invite me again, I will present again because we need it.
awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. I love you. Take care. Until next time. Peace.